Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
My name is Kojo. The full yeah. For it has yeah. Yeah. at it, I mean, no one it have
totally, and that and it's not to say downplay TV that this new one has. So work. So that you have a rich TV that once we have presidents with rich TVs, we have ministers with rich TVs. I'm really looking forward to better, you know, a better for, you know, and hopefully we keep on this tangent. As that now, Mr. You actually you come with this cultural marriage, cultural marriages in Ghana, and plus we are hosting award-winning skit maker David Entertainer.
And handles are extra GH on all platforms. I repeat, every single from which is MX24G, MX24 Yoruba. Join the MX24 updates or send your messages via our Yoruba number at 05922927. Visit the MX24 app to catch the fun, excitement, AM club featuring engaging content, 3 and 5 cents and exclusive. You cannot admit.
That's right, John. Number you can text it 33151055055 Send your comments. Let us know what you think. PR.
Another thing. And vividly see him. I told you.
Was so
I saw him on numerous occasions. The days that I saw him that in traffic.
What was he giving?
He did. I've been we all know it's Nanaba, so
Yes.
wow.
So
Okay.
she's Rosemont. She was born on June 19 and 1980. A Ghanaian media personality. She's known as English.
Yeah.
She's classroom too. That social media due to her fluency. The ambassador for women's football in Ghana. Anama is a product of Ghana College and has a background in development finance. From the banking, take used also for on 25th January 2024. She launched Hearts Wide Open. The foundation established serve for medical fees Acting 2017-2019 TV personality film, Glitz Africa Award 2018 TV news anchor of the year 2017 TV development show host of the TV Award 2018 and also excellence at the Ghana of the year 2020. Ladies and personal favorite girl.
To say Nanaba, be a better version of Nanaba.
Okay.
My mistakes, me sure say you make mistakes maybe don't repeat my mistakes. So also be address with social media. Men say be okay. A lot of the times in Tarena mission menton Tareno obi na dia banana ba sha Tarena twa photo mame. Inti men konkokun ho enhwehwe sika because me menka the last time me sika to atare. Menka the last time me sika to watch. Menka the last time me sika to nwi. Menka the last time me sika yes ha money nya. So don't be fooled by what you see on social media, but always make sure you are learning, you are reading, and you are ready for your big break when it comes.
Super.
To say Nanaba, be a better version of Nanaba.
Okay.
My mistakes, me sure say you make mistakes maybe don't repeat my mistakes. So also be address with social media. Men say be okay. A lot of the times in Tarena mission menton Tareno obi na dia banana ba sha Tarena twa photo mame. Inti men konkokun ho enhwehwe sika because me menka the last time me sika to atare. Menka the last time me sika to watch. Menka the last time me sika to nwi. Menka the last time me sika yes ha money nya. So don't be fooled by what you see on social media, but always make sure you are learning, you are reading, and you are ready for your big break when it comes.
Super.
And I think could see this, as real life does, and I'm pretty sure that this message is sang of number. But I think that it's a way to go on who it's important to message clear. People look up to her, and so it's important to let them know what it is. Be fooled, but just prepare yourself, get ready for your big break. It's important to invest, add value. It's what brings you to the table, because even for women, right, we're always asking, we want to asking. Oh, goodness gracious.
Come on. I don't want to talk much about it, but what we said was yeah. And then take into say where shall na you be all this thing of the AM clip, and as I'm giving the information, that's my sign language. It's for today, time for us to take a quick look at major happenings across the next straight into is brought to you
That's my
hot. I feel like coffee. Hot coffee. No. You need some hot. Hot. Wale. election.
I've got you. change in our police force, and we're going to
Annoying.
taste and that would kickstart. So whether you're working or just creating memories, press account coffee will be there with you every single moment. So no matter as you chase after those goals,
You have to
give yourself.
Give me one.
We're going to get into our stories for the. Thank you so much. Can you imagine?
Just coffee. You have to. About coffee. Oh, Mimi is.
How we doing this?
To just give. Then wait.
You see me one in this house. One. You yesterday. I don't. In my. On top of it, I could want to collect.
I'm not connecting it to. I'm just want to take it. And then where so that because I have a coffee there, you know, and we can like
if you come I will hurt you. It's a promise.
Wow.
Focus on carbon.
Start off with the Ghana police. Now, the statement indicated that President John Dramani Mahama made the appointment in accordance with Article 91 and 202 of the 1992 Constitution in consultation with the Council of State. Now, Yohonu is expected to be sworn into office on Friday, March 14, 2025. That is today. Now, let's walk you through the statement cited detailing the replacement of now former IGP of the Ghana Police Service, George Ekufu Dampare. Now, President John Dramani Mahama has, in accordance with Articles 91 and 202 of the 1992 Constitution, and in consultation with the Council of State, appointed Commissioner of Police Christian Tete Yohonu as the Inspector General of Police. He replaces COP Dr. George Ekufu Dampare. Now, COP Yohonu brings 40 years of experience to the position of IGP and is expected to oversee the modernization and transformation of the Ghana Police Service. And as stated, it was signed by Felix Kwachi Ofosu. Okay, so over in the beginning of this on social media, but then we're getting about, you know, has been too quite. What do you think about it?
It's very disappointing.
Right.
It's very disappointing. I was really, really hoping. I'm disappointed. I am very like why, you know, because you know we've talked about this, that some of these positions should just not be political appointments or presidential appointments, so that we can have some sort of sanity in this in the system. So a lot of people saw it coming, that it was going to happen. I was just hoping that this time the expectations of Ghanaians will be thrown out of the window because of what we are trying to achieve. Institutions like the police force should have some level of neutrality where we cannot connect the police force to any political party and say that this president appointed this person, right? And so even though it might have been done in the past, we're hoping that the path that this government will take will be different. I was really genuinely praying that didn't happen. Maybe just 2 years into his office, he can make those changes. But for now, I thought it was a bit early. I wasn't expecting. I was praying for it not to happen. Also because we've had a great time with the first IGP that I actually know his name. Actually know the IGP's name. Like, I never used to know no IGPs. If you ask me to, I have to go and do my research to name all the former IGPs. This man was very visible, and we saw the change in the police force and how respected all of a sudden the police force was becoming. And so even though now IGP Yohonu, or after today he will be IGP of the country, he might have learned a couple of things from Mr. Dampare, and so hopefully we're going to be getting a similar or better, police force. I was just really looking forward to he staying another 2 years for him to continue what he has been doing in the past couple of years. I was a little heartbroken, just a little, that small heartbreak, like, oh, but I will get to miss him, by the way. We will miss this face. This man was...
Now the big question for a lot of people is what happens to him? Does this mean he's going to early retirement?
Because from IGP there, where do you go from here?
That is it. Are you coming back to it? So, because even in a statement, he was addressed at COP.
Yeah, that's terrible.
He was addressed at COP. So, personally for me, I would take it as early retirement. And
I would just
probably go into operating a security, institution, opening something for myself and then working on it because of my policing and security experience. But the big question now is what becomes
of him.
Also, there is a conversation about the other security heads. So, Opon Pepra, who is at the Ghana Armed Forces, and then another at the prison service. There's also the question, there's also the concern of their replacement, obviously because they were appointed by the previous government. Yeah. So I side with you when you tend to say that, these, for lack of a better word, areas or institutions are quite sensitive.
And they shouldn't be political
yes, it shouldn't have, but it still draws down to the Constitution.
Yeah, and you see, that's why this Constitution, we all have been fighting for it to be reviewed.
Right.
Because it's putting a lot of... it's not working for the now Ghanaian people.
Right.
Maybe before then it was working. Now it will not work. It will not fly because we need that neutrality in these forces, especially.
Right.
We need that.
But then, come to think of it, once you are in the services, you are supposed to be neutral, right?
Yes.
You are like...
It's supposed to be your posture, your natural posture.
Why then are we making it look, or why are we... I don't know, why is the conversation around politics and connecting the individuals to politics?
But you get what it means, right?
Yes,
so for instance,
supposed to be...
your natural disposition should be that I am a policeman or a policewoman, and I'm supposed to be a neutral person. It's for the people of Ghana. But, the natural, mentality of a human being is, if I get into this room, the person who treats me the best is the person I'm going to navigate towards. So if I am appointed by somebody who thinks the best of me to put me in such a position, obviously my natural disposition will be to be to be loyal to them in some way. If you're giving 60% of loyalty to Ghanaians, there's definitely going to be that 40% that's going to go to this person that appointed you, right? So there's that bit. And that is why we're fighting against it. The president shouldn't have this much power over some of these things. There's a lot he's already dealing with. He should just leave this part of every president. I'm saying this because if this changes are affected in the constitution, it would affect every other president that takes on from here. Because then someone like the BOG head, the president, the IGP, the leadership, I don't know what they're called, of the armed forces, the Ghana Armed Forces, even though the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces becomes the president, right? and it's crazy, right? So this part of it, I don't mind it's being, because you are in the helms of affairs of it, so you should be in charge of the biggest security. But those appointments should just begin to cease.
Right, could you?
With your new, I don't know whether, some appointments that have been made in other discourse, you would literally know, or if you go to their page and you go way back, you would know where they are in terms of their allegiance politically. But with that of Yonu, I mean, I've not done my checks yet, and I cannot tell whether he lies with the NDC or the MPP or wherever it is, you get me. But as soon as you are appointed by the president, who also ran on a ticket of a political party, you assumed that, yes, you were part of that political party. I was telling Mimi, and she did give a very nice suggestion, or what she said is quite valid, of the fact that it's not about him having a rich CV. It's about him doing the job. You get it? And I side with that 100%. My only thing is, I mean, I am just going to trust the president, because we've given him the mandate. You get it? So I'm going to trust him for this move, that we're going to get a better police service. Because if we are not going to get a better police service, then... And I like what he's doing recently, because I think he had a meeting with the state-owned enterprises, their CEOs and everything. And he did quite clearly tell them that if by 2025, we're done with 2025 and you don't meet your KPI...
You're gone.
You get it. And that should not be only with it should be everywhere. So if we're seeing that you're not performing, please move
with
up.
The ministers.
You get it.
Period.
Just move. We cannot deal with you. So you're not doing your job. So we'll just move you. You get it. But will both of you be shocked? I'm not saying this, but will both of you be shocked if there is a return
of Dampare? Oh, that would be nice. Me, I'm very loyal to old relationships. I don't have time for new relationships. So yeah, that's the problem with me. I don't have time for, like, I don't know how to have time for new relationships. So me, I'm stuck with Dampare for now. and by the way, Yonu was in his office.
Yes.
I am believing.
So you get me.
I am believing that they have same values.
It's like change. Like the baton has been
handed over. And I'm sure he's very prepared for this. So we wish him all the very best. We want him to perform. We don't want to have Dampare come back in that sense that he didn't perform, so we're bringing,
that is what we don't want.
That's what we don't want. But we wish him all the very best. And I was saying my earlier submission was really because I'll miss this man. But by the way, we wish him all the very best and we want him to do best.
Right, we wish him all the very best. But let's still stay on the issue of the dismissal. President John Dramani Mahama from dismissing the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Ekufu Dampare, and other heads of security services. Now, the injunction filed at the Supreme Court seeks to challenge the President's authority to terminate the appointment of key public officers without proven misconduct. Now, the plaintiffs, Imani Africa and Professor Kwesi Aining, argue that the removal of the IGP, along with other heads of uniformed services, should only occur in cases of established misconduct or misbehavior. They emphasize that the President does not have the power to make fresh appointments to these positions unless the current office holders are deceased, incapacitated, or have resigned. Now, the motion for an interlocutory injunction was filed on March 13, 2025 at the Registrar of the Supreme Court of Accra. The plaintiffs are seeking an order to restrain the Attorney General, the President, and the respective councils of the Ghana Immigration Service, the Ghana Police Service, the National Fire Service, and the Ghana Prison Service from removing, terminating, dismissing, or suspending the heads of these services pending the final determination of the case. And we hope to see how this progresses. To thoughts. The Ghana and Supreme State
Yeah. I'll say the day before yesterday because I heard it earlier in the day.
So a day before yesterday, they put out a statement
that they were going to.
Yes, they were calling on the president not
to. Yeah. I believe that.
Then I think they read the room and realized that it was going to happen.
It was going to happen.
They decided to go to court injunction, but then
the injunction came late, or it came right about the time. Okay, well, again, I wouldn't know what time.
So they have now filed the injunction.
Yes.
The injunction has not been granted yet.
Yes.
So we are going to see where this case goes to in terms of if the court should grant the injunction. That's what the situation or what the conversation would be after.
If they grant the injunction, that means that because the new isn't being in, it does not hold. He's so right? So he will end up, and then his position as IGP until further notice. Right.
From the CEOs of state-owned institutions, according to the president, the era of impunity, mediocrity, and financial recklessness ended as at the time they were appointed. It is not going to be a business as usual. He made these submissions in a meeting with the CEOs of state institutions yesterday.
And we expect something completely different from you. The reports we would look at next year will be the report for 2024. So really, your performance will show when we do the 2026 review. That will show for 2025. And I'm going to come and sit in that review, and we will mark you based on your performances. And if you're not matching with the pace of the reset agenda, you might be asked to step aside. And so if that adds to the horror movie, that's the intention. Many of our SOEs have been used as mere instruments for generating personal wealth for persons appointed to positions within the entity. And who are the ones responsible for this situation? It's the chief executives, the management, and the management boards of these enterprises. Some of these enterprises have become perennial loss makers, draining public funds with bloated budgets, unjustified allowances and perks, and unnecessary expenditures, while relying on government bailouts as if they were entitled to them. Indeed, many of your entities are at their lowest point in the entire history of the Fourth Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, the era of impunity, mediocrity, and financial recklessness must end today. I'm happy you clapped. It's not going to be business as usual. We're going to reset your entities. The Ghanaian people have entrusted me with the responsibility of resetting our nation and our economy, and I don't intend to betray that trust. My administration's first 120 days has set the foundation for a new era of governance anchored on
that was President John Dramani Mahama. Then to Israel. Out of 150 in the United States have received final deportation orders to return to Ghana by mid-year. The minister states that 3 Ghanaians have already been processed for deportation by April 1st, 2025. Now, Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa made this known while briefing Parliament on the situation on Thursday, March 13, 2025.
Updates from the Washington mission indicates as follows. Currently, there are 150 Ghanaians in detention across various centers in the U.S. who are awaiting deportation for crimes such as rape, internet fraud, and illegal entry. None of the affected Ghanaians are in detention as we speak. 50 out of the 150 individuals have received final deportation orders from the courts. Their deportation is expected to take place by mid-year, mid-2025. The remaining 100 cases are either under appeal or have been dismissed. Representations have been made to U.S. authorities on behalf of 1 Ghanaian on the grounds of ill health, and he has been released to seek medical care. 3 Ghanaians have also been processed and are scheduled to depart from the United States on commercial flights on the 19th of March 2025, the 28th of March 2025, and 1st April 2025, respectively. 10 Ghanaians have also been interviewed by the embassy to verify their nationalities and ensure that they have received a fair hearing. They are now awaiting the Department of Homeland Security to purchase their flight tickets before their travel documents for their deportation.
And that was the to be from bringing who legally and being we will but spoken of the
This is where it gets interesting. They have erroneously churned out this wrong data in a bid to tarnish the image of the MPP administration by including 49.2 billion Ghana cedis in expenditure claims without any basis. Before the start of the IMF program in 2023, we had agreed with the IMF to set the fiscal anchor based on which we will monitor the IMF program. And these were the fiscal balances on commitment basis, primary balance and overall fiscal balance. It was in a bid to have a real-time view on arrears accumulation. So we ring-fenced commitments that had gone through the gift mix system then and were awaiting payment. These commitments were termed outstanding expenditure claims. Thus, if you look at the 2022 budget outturn, you will see this concept in there. Per the IMF program, we then agreed to monitor the evolution of these claims vis-a-vis their net build-up. The reason for this approach is that Ghana is a developing nation with developmental needs. And so it was going to be unrealistic in the context of the program to not have new commitments. But the plan was to ensure that on net terms, the build-up remained almost neutral to avoid a significant build-up in areas which also hurts the economy. Also, it is important to note that if we look at the arrears clearance strategy prepared by the Ministry of Finance and submitted to the IMF in 2023, in fulfillment of the end September 2023 structural benchmark, the amount in expenditure claims, which we describe as arrears, was 47.5 billion Ghana cedis. This amount, after an aging profile analysis, had payments outstanding right from around 2012, 2013. So while we do not doubt the possibility of accumulating some arrears between end 2022 and end 2024, given our own peculiar liquidity constraints, including outstanding expenditure claims gathered from MDAs, we are very surprised that this was done without first undertaking the correct verification or audit of the numbers, which the minister himself alluded to in his speech, paragraph 135, under 2025 expenditure measures, as something he now intends to do. Therefore, just lifting a certain stock of expenditure claims of 49.2 billion Ghana cedis and inserting it into the fiscal frame to create an impression as though all those claims were generated in 2024. It's not just including expenditures that are alien to the fiscal framework, but also shows a clear lack of understanding of the mechanics of the fiscal.
That was Dr. in administration. And the majority be with a joint illegal arrested 56 illegal miners, commonly known as galamseyers, at Kadawing in the Takwa municipality. Now, the arrests were made across 7 galamsey sites, with suspects comprising 47 males and females. They have since been handed over to the regional command for processing. In addition to the Takwa and Swayam operation, the joint forces extended their clampdown to the Ahanta West municipality and the Mpoho district. Now, upon the arrival of the joint forces, the galamseyers fled, abandoning their equipment and leaving behind devastating pits. As a result, the forces seized various items, including 3 motorbikes, 9 pumping machines, and 3 excavators, while also burning 25 Shanfang machines. The joint operation targeting illegal mining and environmental destruction was led by the Western Regional National Security Liaison, Brigadier General Musa Waja. Services 1,000 individuals across the country for various roles in the security sector. Now, after the signing, he spoke to the media, and this is what he had to say. We try and bring you the together among our
and it was to the club. Yes, obviously some commission also involved. So you know what? To go we could that will be coming one team. As well partners when it comes to promoting tours to South Africa. And even do for 24 January to 30 2024. Than they like Africa. So I would like to show you that South Africa, we've got a memorandum of understanding sport tourism shift here. Signed Ghana, so, but I think comes to split between Ghana and Ghana. Both annual second year, and it's a privilege to do that. Putting on these, we tried. The flagship one is the Accra Open. The Independence one is the most important we have, and we pick a friend, a lot of South Africa, Morocco, past, UK, and we to come with us. The aim, the objective of the Independence Day game is to actually celebrate our independence, but also bring other countries to come and see Ghana in that process. We play with each other all the time in the club, right? So it's a bit boring when we play, all the time. New players, new teams, it gives a different level of more excitement to the game. There's you're playing Ghana, the shirt on is not a black star, except you're not playing for that. A lot of women coming through the game. It's very important. Equestrian sports are one, if you like, where women can equal basis. I think that's a really wonderful to do that, enjoy that. So I'm very interested in more women, more users. Something we need to get through.
And that Justin the Ghana 60 tournament and the it's like what I said.
We'll just
two sports I'm going to watch this. Polo. Tennis.
Just like
you backing me.
That's for the news on the air. Guys,
mind you,
it's a good reminded business.
By you mind your business, you drink a lot of water. That's very necessary. As for polo, there's the t-shirt we like wearing. That one there, we like wearing the t-shirt.
They said I should stop doing this to him because it's really a very, very...
Oh, right.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's the only thing. But we would like to get into the sports. We would like to look into it. So while she's going, you know what we'll do? We'll just tag along behind her car. And then we'll go.
You've been following me to play golf since last year, June.
You play golf?
Me?
No, with your mouth.
Oh yeah, but you don't let us know when you are going to play the golf.
You know I play golf for the weekend.
Yes, but you don't let us. It's not every
Saturday.
weekend. It's not every weekend.
It's not every weekend though, but I mean most weekends.
Yo,
yes.
Okay. With that being said, we're getting into sports now because we've talked about polo, we've talked about golf, we've talked about tennis, all courtesy Miriam Uduak. Hey, sorry, Lebene. Please, let's get into sports.
We're getting into sports.
www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Good. We protest. Okay. Do the introduction again. Yes. Good morning to you wherever you catch in this transmission. This is Sports on the AM Club, and my name is Etornam Ametepe. Yeah!
Now that's the introduction.
That's the introduction.
You can continue with your introduction.
My name is Etornam. But I don't do this. That's what you do. I don't do this. My name is Etornam. Why are you acting as if I'm a fly who is about to be pied?
Now, you don't know what just came to my mind. Please continue with your introduction.
But how are you guys doing?
Oh, we are beautiful, blessed, and successful people. Look at
finally, the rain that has been falling at my side got to Accra. Oh, rain has been falling at your side. Oh.
Where'd you live?
Dodowa Enclave, you know, the northeastern
part. How is it
of...
that your part has been raining, but my part hasn't been raining?
Oh, yeah.
But my part
are
is
you close to Amrenya or Amrenya? Oh, yeah, myself.
So Amrenya is behind me. Right behind me.
Behind you.
Oh, yeah, fine. So it's just like...
Oh. But you see, you guys are very close to the hill, and some of you are on the hill.
Yes.
You people are different. We are down there.
Yes.
You see, our rain comes from Latte side. You want me to become a meteorological person this morning. Yeah. So finally, God has been that you get start gaming. It's 18. We're guaranteed to breaking Blackstar. They have the you get it. You get it anyway. So interesting names coming in there. Regular. So now Benjamin has Hearts of Folk gets to make the cut this time. Normally it is Frederick from Kumasi Asante Kotoko who makes up that spot, but this time Atisigi maintains his position. Joseph with Benjamin Asari. They are the goalkeepers. Defenders Gideon Mensah, Beneza Anan, Mohamed Salisu, Jerome Opoku, Alexander Jiku, who, yes, he has been doing well. Yesterday, he actually played in that, featured in that game for Fenerbahce. They could not make it through, though. Jonas Ajete is also in the squad. Razak Simpson, Nations FC, he's in the squad. We saw his performance in the last edition of the call-ups, and he did really, really well. He did not make the AFCON. Kingsley Schindler is in the squad. Anyways, Mamudu is in the squad and actually making the cut from the local league. So far, we've gone to 2 departments, players. So Mamudu as well as the man. Yes, Simpson and Benjamin Asari, they are all local-based players. In midfield, you've got Ernest Nyama, who was in some fine form yesterday. Mohamed Kudus, who's looking to find his best form. Abu France, yes, Elisha Owusu, Thomas Taipa in midfield. Now, forwards, you have in form Antoine Semenyo, Kamaldeen Suleiman, Jordan Ayew, Jerry Ifriye, who is in some fine form for CD Logo inside the Spanish Division 2, and also Inaki Williams, as well as Christopher Bonsu Ba. This is the entire squad. We are hoping that no injuries come anyone's way so that the entire squad get to start reporting in the country from Monday. Yes, so those who get to play their games on Saturday would then jump onto the plane to come into Ghana, and then we'll build it up from there going forward. We are looking for playing 2 interesting games. We'll see if the allies on that one. Yes, yes. Not expect anyone. Yes, told me from now. It comes out 20. The guy bring the goods. Let's deal with the guys in the world. Talk about the. I'm talking about Hearts of Folk. They would be playing Dreams FC over the weekend. However, proud to their game, there's going to be something special happening. There's the new feature that is being implemented by the Ghana Football Association with the mentality or purpose of bringing more people into the stadium. It's the happy hour. And 1 hour to kick off, there'll be a very nice charity game. So part of the stadium would be open for people to go see that particular game. But proud to the game between Hearts of Oak and Dreams FC, Coach Ouattara of Hearts of Oak has been speaking to the press.
If you look from the first position and the last position, between the teams, there was just 1 point or 1 goal, 1.1 goal, 1.1 goal. Donc, so the league is very tight, the quality of the team. When the fans are there, follow the team, are shouting, are singing, determined, are criticize the teams who are not going. All these things is part of the game. Understand? We need it. When we are here, some criticize, we take it, the positive one, not in the insult. When you are criticized, oh no, this, we take it to the analyst, we see sometimes some analysts criticize is good. We take it, but the insult sometimes that's not good. You understand? We are working for them. The board, the players, everybody, the secretariat, everybody are working, and the fans are not there. Sometimes we are frustrated. We need them.
So the Happy Hour project is in a stadium. Quite then as be played. Matu. The knockout. one home. It's possible to play those. Now, attention. You have to dig. Can happy day to give 3 points. Past. How much? Second bringing way regular dig into yeah.
Did you see that coming though?
His I did not see coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I have stood here and I've said that we have heard certain names.
Yes. So that's why I'm asking
I was
you
going to
whether
ask if he was part of the
No,
names.
no.
Yeah.
The name we heard here, he's still around. He's doing the most.
So he can be what, deputy? Yeah, that's it. Anyways.
Anywho, but congratulations to him and to every other appointee. We're still looking forward to that. Well, catch up with all the fun, the breaking news stories, sports, and business insights on mx24online.com. It's now time for entertainment and showbiz. It's Friday. We know we're going to get a whole lot of vibe from Daphne right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
today. Can you?
Whatever. But yeah, it's okay. Let's just get into our stories. How are you doing? You look
I'm fine,
beautiful.
thank you. You look beautiful.
Thank you, my love.
You look amazing.
Thank you, my love.
You look rich.
I am rich. I'm wearing a cooler pair.
You are rich.
I am rich.
You are
and I'm dating a very
successful.
rich man.
You are dating a billionaire.
You know, so a billionaire.
Who is in Forbes top what?
Yeah.
I'm the only one that knows.
Yeah. So let's get into our story so that people don't come and ask you.
Yes. Yesterday, Mimi dropped 500 cedis. She didn't even realize because what's in her bank accounts, Hey, so I had to say
settings.
Is your mom that you say I'll be like? What do you know? Let's talk about were you there?
Were you there when the 500 fell? I said, Mimi, your 500. She said, this chicken changed.
All be lies.
That's how you are doing.
Yes, that's how I'm doing. I'm doing well.
Wow. Oh, okay. That's it. Oh, I had so much. I thought, I thought it was just one eye, but pain was also the other eye. I can't even open. And it's really, really sad. And things I heard about his boss, about this, he's so tired of doing the news because the CEO of broadcasting. Allegedly coming throughout Vim Lady, and now
not Vim Lady. What's her name?
Ohima see.
Ohima Jenny Vim Lady. Those are my big sisters. Shout out to them.
Right. But it's really, really crazy. Let's quickly into it. Popular Ghanaian Etornam Ametepe has spoken publicly for the first time since his eye incident, addressing the media at his residence in Oyarifa, Accra. Supported by his family, Kofi Adoma recounted the events leading up to the incident, shared his challenging experience, and provided updates on his condition, shedding light on the circumstances surrounding the incident and addressing the public. Things I heard, I was sad about from from people that wanted to help to not helping anymore, and man actually platform to help people pay fees to help need help surgery, and it's really it's turning a blind eye. And there's a video. Look at the video. We can discuss more about it. the platform to really help people. And that's why he cried. He cried. He cried. Says that people have turned a blind eye. And he mentioned his boss, CEO of Angel Broadcasting, telling him that if they can replace him in critical condition. That's really, really sad. It's very sad.
We find he's a senior colleague that we've seen him do amazing things. I've seen also a lot of comments under this video, people calling him out that this is payback time. This is time for whatever thing they are assuming, is happening to him. But we genuinely pray that he gets well. He's somebody who has had like a great impact in the media space, has done great for himself. We wish him all the very best. We want him to be fine.
We do wish him the very best. We hope that next time we see him come to the it's good news. Exactly. Moving, who makes the cut? TNA. Well, I'm going to give you a task. Who makes the cut? I'm going to give you a task. You, Jake, your heart this nomination. Hey. Name 3 people.
My heart is inside though.
My heart is inside. That's why I'm shocked.
This particular category.
Okay.
Name 3 people you think will be in best urban gospel.
This is there.
Scott Evans.
In it? Sure.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scott Evans.
Some is hobby song. Yes,
urban.
What's up 1,000?
Yeah.
1,000. Well,
1,000. But I think they might. Okay. 1,000.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 1,000.
I don't know if the third one will be off.
That other one came. His name, Skit.
Yeah, but
the thing is, even though Skit, we can give him.
Skit, I grandfather. Me, for sure, what I can bet on
Scott Evans.
Is Scott Evans. That's what I'm saying.
But there's also 1,000, of course. But I mean, yeah, there are other names in the space that I'm sure they're board.
Artist of the year, Mimi.
Artist of the year.
No, it's a King battle this year.
King
Promise.
Kim Paluta, King Promise. These two.
Yes. These two.
Yes.
King. It's ruler.
Who's the
king? It's Kim Paluta, yeah.
No, okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
And
tomorrow.
Hopefully we will see. They actually heard the plea and the cry of Lali and Lola bringing out best.
They haven't told us anything about that.
Let's see. Maybe there's a see. Still Ghana Music Awards will be announced on Saturday, March 15, 2025, via a live stream on the award social pages. So, 1,100 musicians, more than 100 artists of various genres, released January 1st, December 31st, are being conducted. Announcements a significant milestone in Ghana's entertainment calendar, with music lovers and industry professionals eagerly awaiting the reveal of this year's nominees. I already know who will win Artist of the Year, but it's in my head. Before I go and say it, and I come and stand here next time and you say, hey, Daphne, you said this, I'm not going to say anything.
So it's going to be live from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m.
You said?
From 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So the whole day. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Okay. All right. Let's see. We're going to see. Moving on to our last story, which is international. Nigerian brothers and sisters. Again, this time it is Very Dark Man versus Mercy Chinwo, which Let's quickly get into it. A chief magistrate court in Abuja has issued a bench warrant for the arrest of social media personality Very Dark Man over alleged defamatory remarks against Nigerian gospel singer Mercy Chinwo. The warrant was issued after VDM failed to appear in court despite being summoned on March 5, 2025. VDM's lawyer Deji Yanju confirmed the warrant, stating that the court is more interested in a media trial than actual prosecution. The allegations against VDM stem from his claim that Chinwo was involved in a contractual dispute and diverted $345,000 connected to her former record label boss, Easy T. Oh, now let's hope and see how it's gonna.
This bout had nothing to do with him. He had no business getting into that business. That one, Very Dark Man was being invasive.
First of all,
he had no business getting into that conversation.
I know. Well, we're going to talk more about it next week.
Yeah.
And so I hope you guys take and stay with that. But before I go, please give me 1 second. I need to remind you about the biggest Independence Day party. JKD, I didn't hook you up on that. I'm going to hook you up. It's happening tomorrow at East Legon Pera Lounge. We have DJs like DJ Wallpaper and MCs like MC Kofi Bilson, and it's going to be amazing. And so 8 p.m. sharp at Pera Lounge inside East Legon is going to be a shutdown. See you there. My name is Adra from Poma. Handing over. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Adra, for coming through. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Like I said, people that like to enter into problem with no consent them, I don't like them. Now, in today's dynamic business environment, a robust workforce is pivotal to achieving success. This is why we have thoughtfully designed our corporate health insurance plans to empower your employees and bolster your organization's performance. With Equity Health Insurance, your investment transcends ordinary insurance. It represents a commitment to the future of your company. Our health plans are individually tailored to accommodate the unique needs of your employees, offering comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits. Our support goes beyond administrative tasks and premiums at Equity Health Insurance. We are dedicated to standing by your side throughout the entire journey. Please feel free to reach out to us on 050-1515-124 or 0539-135-073 so that we can further enhance the level of service we provide to you. Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you.
Well, are you looking for the best value data and voice offers that are tailored to your unique needs? At Telecel, we understand everyone has their own preference. That's why we have the unbeatable Made-for-Me bundles made just for you. The Made-for-Me bundles are affordable, customized data and voice packages personalized for you. Simply dial *530# or download the Telecel Play app to subscribe to your special Made-for-Me bundle. Telecel, connecting energies. Well, that's about it for Coffee Daily. Of course, it was brought to you kind courtesy Cowbell Coffee. The Cowbell Coffee where Mimi decides say she no go give me.
It's Kim Polluter, yeah.
Up next,
yeah. Hey, mama.
Please, up next, we have more for you.
Mama.
She decided not to give me Cowbell Coffee. It's fine.
That adds a little magic to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight. Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. And those days of the side hustles. You were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy cowbell coffee is with you every moment.
From 2012, we have gathered for new wine. 13 years later, Levites gather. It's time to be refreshed, renewed, and poured out. Ladies and gentlemen, MOG Music presents New Wine 2025 theme. Back to the basics. Venue, First Love Center. Encounter true power with ministrations from Joe Metal, Kwame Jedu, Reverend Barry Nikwe, Pastor Isaiah, and 30th March, time 5 p.m. Rate single 100 Ghana cedis, VIP 200 Ghana cedis, family of 5 450 Ghana cedis. Sponsors: Omni Basic Bank, Secure Sanitary Pad, eTransact, Knowledge Tree International, Tank Palace Hotel, and Oasis Studios. Media partners, your ticket awaits you. Get it now. Dial *389 *777 # or visit Airport Shell, Community 11 Shell, Bachana Total, Royal House, and First Love Center. Let the Levites arise in this generation. We're going back to the basics. Ready?
This is a call to you. The dreamers. The ones that see no boundaries.
Dreamers take a chance.
The explorers that chart their own path.
Unlock the vibes, connect the energy.
The ones that dare to challenge the status quo.
Get connected, feel the
When others try to think outside the box, you wonder, what box?
catch the wave, enjoy the ride.
To the architects of their journeys. Every connection is an opportunity to explore every experience. This is your call to adventure. Your journey begins here. Be bold, be daring, be free. Connecting passions, connecting dreams, connecting ambitions. Telecel, connecting energies.
Africa's greatest Achilles heels are not her politicians. Africa's greatest Achilles heels are not even her religious leaders. I believe that Africa's greatest Achilles heels is that Africans themselves do not believe in their truest potential and what they can become. My name is Moses B. Arthur. I want to specially invite you for the Trailblazers Unite Shaping Tomorrow's Ghana Today event. Come the 12th of April inside the UPSA auditorium at exactly 11 a.m. The event is absolutely free. We have an amazing lineup of speakers, from myself to the founders of Pizza Man, Chicken Man, Chris, and his co-founder Ebenezer. We have the CEO of CPO, Dr. Stephen Debra. We have an amazing woman coming all the way from the United States, Makeda Smith, and other lineup of speakers joining us so that we can just position ourselves for just one thing. We want to make sure that by the time we are leaving this event, we have been positioned into a place where we can think bigger, where we can dream louder, and where we can act bolder. After all, why are we here if we can do great things? Remember that this event is free, and I want you to join me. There's going to be some amazing giveaways that are going to happen at this event. You may end up probably living here with a job opportunity whatsoever. Don't miss this event for anything. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and don't forget that this event is proudly sponsored by Entrepreneurship Hub Africa, Pizza Man, Chicken Man, and MX24 Media. Like I always say, love and light. Cheers, guys. See you on April 12th.
is here.
You need to work to be able to get what you want.
Can I say get what off?
If a man understands that the woman's makeup, sexual makeup, is not same as mine, I need it every 2 days. In fact, some men need it every day.
The Dish returns on your screens with more laughter, inspiration, and powerful conversations with progressive women than ever before.
They are my brothers, they are my friends.
In trying to please people, you begin to lose yourself. You get to a point where you don't even know who you are anymore. And then people start to define you.
This season, we're diving deeper into real-life issues affecting women, unfiltered and raw. We're addressing challenges faced by women in our society.
I'm like, how do I want to be in a place where I wake up every day and I have marks, my face is swollen, or something has happened to me some way or the other, and I'm supposed to be covering up and giving an excuse for someone who's doing that to me? It doesn't feel good.
Join us every week as we sit down with incredible women, each with their own stories to share.
If you read my caption, Rosemond,
I brought you here to have an interview, and that's what we're going to do.
Stories that will move you, challenge you, and leave you thinking long after the show.
Owning your sexuality is understanding and being aware of your individual energy. It's more than the physical, it's the energies that you also come with into this universe.
From the triumphs to the struggle, we're covering it all.
At the point where I realized that my auntie needed some particular help, I said no. I have to stand up and talk about mental health.
Get ready for thought-provoking conversations, inspiring guests, and a whole lot of heart. This is The Dish, where women lead the conversation. Don't miss out. The Dish is presented by Epiglow.
I want to find out one thing. What happened with you and Cookie?
One day Cookie calls me and says, bro, I want to do my solo album. Ghana, if somebody go, blah, blah, even for the media space right now, go talk your mind right now, they go talk to you, they go blacklist you. Event organizers, they go, then boom, balance one.
Politics was a part of our group. One of the times we featured on 9,010 laughs. Fluid. So I called him, so speak to my manager. Where?
Patience is a virtue that carries a lot of weight. Always know that you live to fight another day.
Say, we musicians, one thing we like do, we know how to create. But the business part, we know the add them to whatever we do.
Me right now, understanding everything is about marketing. If I do
the people I was looking up to, these two boys called famous people. Their work looked like they had like the 19 people.
Click. Don't go nowhere, silly. Watching me live on High School Click. Don't go nowhere, silly.
The legend.
NIILANTE.
It's a decision.
Love me.
Amazing.
On the show, I am John Jermaine.
Welcome to VIP Access Podcast. The season here. Steady. Take a dive into the stars behind Africa's music industry, from Kenyan music to hip hop.
No, I'm happy to be here.
Soul, South African jazz to the best in pop music.
Oh my God. Then 2022 was now the surprise, guys. I'm back.
How did you rescue me as a kid?
The most powerful stories emerge behind the scenes.
Creativity has no bounds. Like, we are all intermingling and cross-pollinating.
I'll always be inspired if
Keep on listening.
VIP access is back like we never left.
This week on The Dish.
Most of the ladies that enter my DMs talk about bloating because I get this all the time. Like, as a thick lady, how are you able to keep up your body, keep up your skin, and all that? We should bear in mind that bloating is very normal with women. Hormonal changes and bloating. People have tender breasts during their ovulation period and in their menstrual period and everything. So when people come into my DMs with situations like that, I tell them that wear what makes you comfortable. You get it? You know you are bloating, you can't be wearing bodycon or something. Why don't you wear boo-boo? Why don't you wear shorts? Something that makes you comfortable, because you can't go away from the fact that this is happening to me at that time. And then we have things that we eat that also boost your confidence so that you don't feel bloated. I know a lot of women do ginger shots or turmeric shots in the morning. It helps with good gut. And then Greek yogurt also goes a long way to help you to rectify your gut.
Let's come to our ladies' bags. You know, as a lady, you need to have specific things in your bag.
That's
and
right.
then in another bag.
In another bag.
Yeah. So most of the time, when I go on set, I recommend that in that small of yours, you need to have an extra panty, like 2 extra panties.
Oh.
You understand?
A hand panty around?
Yeah.
Wow.
A hand sanitizer.
Okay.
A pad, panty liner, a small Dettol, antiseptic. I don't want to advertise it, but antiseptic. Okay, a lip shine, probably some body splash, something small. In a sense that we are women, and you need to smell good anytime. Yes. You need to look good anytime. Because sometimes people go to work and, excuse me, they just mess up. The poo, not plenty, but probably just laughing, it will just come like that. They even wee-wee. So if you don't have an extra panty in your bag, how are you going to handle it?
The Dish is presented by Epiglow.
Welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. I want to say big thank you to Kula Perry for my beautiful shirts. I love it, Kula Perry. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I love it. I'm rocking my Kula Perry shirt this morning, and a big thank you to him. He was here yesterday and he gave us a great show. He's coming. He has a pop-up coming. I'm going to, furnish you with all of that. But let's come back into the studio. It's Lifestyle Daily segment. We're going to be having a great conversation. But before we talk about that, at Equity Health Insurance, the well-being of our members takes precedence. We recognize the unique healthcare needs of individuals and families, which is why we are delighted to present our Ebusia Health Plan. This health plan is crafted to promote the enduring health and happiness of you and your loved ones. Our plans are meticulously tailored to offer comprehensive and competitive health insurance coverage for individuals, families, and smaller groups. Access to quality care is just a phone call away, offering continual assurance of your family's welfare. Contact us today on 0546 645 465 503-860381. Equity Health Insurance, we say always here for you. Jibu Water, staying refreshed has never been easier. Jibu Water provides clean, healthy water you can trust as your go-to source of drinking and cooking. With options of our innovative 2-liter bottles that come with a tap, 18.9 liters as well, your dispensers will have a breath of new life, as our clean and hygienic Jibu water flows through them for your consumption, whether you need a cool drink to quench your thirst or fresh cooking water to make your meals taste its best. Jibu water is the answer to your clean water needs. Order for your clean water now by calling us on 020-9845-817. That's 020-9845-817, or visit our website at www.jibuco.com/gh for more information about our brand, Jibu Water, a better life. Now, for our big conversation, we are discussing realities of intercultural marriages. Reality, facts, figures, truth about intercultural marriages. Joining us for the conversation, we have Sylvesky. He doesn't like his first name. That's a joke. All right, Sylvesky is in the studio. He is well, and we have Counselor Perfect, Counselor Psychology, ADR practitioner. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing?
Well. Good morning.
We're
Very
good?
well. Yeah.
Awesome. Love is the fact. Love is the reason. Well, no, nothing else matters. You know, it's all about the love. It's all about understanding. Well, we talked all about that before, and I'm pretty sure on social media it's even bigger. So intercultural marriages serve as a reflection of the country's rich cultural tapestry, embracing the union of diverse ethnic groups. On the positive side, these marriages promote social cohesion and understanding, allowing partners to blend their unique custom and tradition, resulting in vibrant ceremonies that celebrate both backgrounds. Such unions can enrich family life. Yep, okay. Technology no go stress me today. However, the journey is not without challenges. Families may resist or disapprove of relationships with individuals from other ethnic groups, often stemming from deep-rooted cultural norms and expectations, and more and more. And certain things are the way they are. So join us, Counselor Perfect. What strategies do you recommend for individuals in intercultural marriages or relationships to bridge cultural gaps effectively?
First one is knowledge. So you must know about the culture that you are getting yourself into. Because you must knowing that this is their culture, this is their ritual, this is what they do, will make you aware and to know if you get. Because we know that in Ghana, we have vast, and we have, if you are dating them, guy, married before, and I think formally they even, you do honeymoon room with the third person. So you might dating you, if I'm dating him, and I realize that this is where he's coming from, then I must know that to get her pregnant. If I get her pregnant, I need to perform my. I can't just be in this conversation. We are, but everybody knows that we are there. I can't do that with her because if perchance she dies, this is what I'm going to face. And we have other cultures that if we are going to get married to them, we have bride price. So we know that is cow, cattle, and the rest. If you're a poor man, you don't have the means, and the ranges items are the ones that you can't afford. So be informed before you step in. Not the kind of people you are getting yourself into, the kind of tribe, some the now it doesn't matter that much because of the interstate succession law 111. When you or assets are being shared, so we know how it's going to be shared. Equity is what we are going to use. So the father side, the mother side doesn't matter that much. But when it comes to people who say that they are royal, the rest, you know the type of family we are. Because I quite remember, I got married, and it was the day that I was getting married that I knew that I got to know, my family got to know that my husband is from a royal lineage. So the mother was Ohima. We attend the same church, and mostly she doesn't act that way. So it was during the ceremony they were referring to her like Ohima, say wow, Ohima. I say, hey, I never knew.
So how are you people dating? Now that you have brought your personal life, let's talk about your personal life.
No,
how did you date this person to not know this? And this is, again, I thank you so much for sharing your experience with us, because that helps us to know that we are doing this. Not found that my mother is a queen mother. And I didn't know. My entire life I saw grandma and I didn't know that it was a queen mother. So there's a way they have to be married.
Yes. So I realized it because we attend the same church, Seventh-day Adventists, and I visit their house. The woman is a normal person. You don't see any regalia and all those there.
Yeah.
No, she goes to perform her duties in the hometown, which was closer, and come back and all that. And you see, when you see her normal life, you don't assume that there's in kind. She's having a permed hair and all that. So it was that I realized that, oh, okay, this is it. So when she passes on, what they did for her was different. She was taken to the royal burial. Up to now, we don't even know where she was buried.
True.
And the thing to do because she was a queen mother. I never knew. And you realize that I'm an Ewe and he's Ashanti. So a lot of things were kind of new and all that. Yeah. But one thing I realized was because I've been there, I've been staying with them and like so I know most of their culture. So when it was easy for me to perform and do all that, do the dancing. So knowing their culture, understanding and accepting is key. If you don't accept their culture, if you don't understand them, then you get in and issues come, naming of the children and all comes and it becomes an issue for you. But it's part of life. You see, culture is part of who we are. I can't throw my ethnicity being ever away. And he can't throw his being Ashanti away. But you must understand them that they name people after their ancestors and their family members. Do so you are marrying is very understand culture. It will be easy for you to practice the food they eat and the rest. Now we are becoming more we are becoming more global, like urban. So most of the traditional food and all that we had them. His attire and need to each other. So very enjoy.
Remember, there was a time when I'm going to put my business out here today. It's Friday. I'm allowed to put my business out here. Anybody who wants to kill me, those who are watching, my family members and the people that matter, just pardon me, let me put my business out there. I dated a Nigerian once, and I like to. Active service is my thing, right? I like to cook for him. I like to cook for my man. So I go to Nigeria and I'm at the house and sister girl doesn't know how to cook one Nigerian dish. Like I don't know how to cook, but he knows that I don't know how to cook any Nigerian food. So we're doing a lot of restaurants and what have you. And then there was this time he was like, I was in my room watching videos of Nigerian dishes, how to cook them. And there's this particular one that I liked. It's like, contumely, it's quite a four, but it's prepared like contumely, but the leaves are different. Okay. So I'm looking, and the leaves goes through a lot of processes to prepare. So I'm sitting down and I'm watching, and he comes and like, ma, what's happening now? I said, I'm watching a video of how to prepare for, because I'm going to prepare for today. He was like, you don't have to. I said, well, I want to cook for you. He was like, oh, that's the Yoruba man eats. You eat what I cook for you. And that's what he told me. Yeah. He could be lying. But that's what he told me. It's like, the way you people are intentional, that's why I want to marry a Ghanaian woman. Yeah. But the fact here is that I didn't know how to, I didn't eventually learn how to do it well. Yeah. He didn't quite like the one I did. Yeah. And he laughed about it. Yeah. But here we are, this kind of intentionality, getting to know what is what I think is required, like you're advising, to build a relationship. So that's one of my business that you know now that I need a Nigerian, okay? Now, let's get do you want to add anything to that, or we should move on with you?
Oh, I mean, she said it all, but I like what she said. And you see, the fact is even imagine the way. Understand? And all of kind of intention. I mean, to it, and you get. So the sick.
And
to go ready and prepare. While you're like whatever your work information, don't just focus on think about the salary. Find out their work ethics, how the place. You need to.
It's so important that we even know where we are coming from. But a lot of us, we don't know.
Yeah.
Like I told you, very recently, if I tell you how many months, you'll be shocked. But my grandmom actually came to take care of me when I was born, and she's been in my life actively for all my life. I'm 30 years of my life.
Yeah.
I'm now finding out that I am a queen mother's granddaughter.
Yeah.
So if I have to go back to my grandma's place, there's a way I have to show up there. And I'm like,
Good.
And it's not even connected to where I think we're coming from.
Yeah. That's why we need to, you see, that's why we need to ask questions. There are things that we are not being told automatically,
Yes.
but we should ask questions.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because the Bible says, something waiting for you.
Tell you truth.
You will not have certain struggles in life. That is what. So if you go into businesses like this, even do this, and it will go into things like. It's a very
because of what you don't know. There are major, like, because of the way I free, you cannot cook some certain foods for your husband at this time. And then family members get involved because in some families, families, you don't marry a man. For them, it's a family you're looking. And they prioritize that a lot. Like, even with disputes in relationship, they don't expect you to handle it yourself. They expect for you to call people. And so once they're getting involved, and maybe one party knows very well that if we have issues, this is how we have to play it. And then they bring that in, but you don't understand. You probably are very westernized and wearing cooler Perry, so you don't care. So things.
are how I'm.
But look very.
Need to know. Okay, so these are how I'm.
Yeah.
So you and now you're having issues with him. That is why you're having many issues.
Sure.
You understand them, and we need to understand that you understand. So now you become the face, the man. That's where you are now. That is why you realize that marriage.
Yeah.
Are you going to move on? Actually,
the lady.
The lady 3 times.
But the next man.
Is
Sure.
That used to be you.
And how
you it's unfortunate, but as a in more for me, but that the but you need to know. That's why the woman is then it's wrong to engage a woman. So women say these are things that
if you can deal with it.
Deal with it. Yeah. If you don't know these things in your mind and now all these things come out issue, you understand that's who for them. For men, look for them. They don't whatever you they think. Not deciding that okay, do this and this for me, have a problem with it. Now because you took it for granted.
Yeah, when you up here. True. And I'm sure, I believe you, because I can see your body language. You don't agree, but unfortunately, we have to take it like that.
No, don't say it like that. You can ask her.
I don't intend to. Can you move on? Can you move on? Because I know that when I saw your body language when he talked about whatever they want you to do, but I was like, yeah, I don't agree, but yeah. Because my mom, right, growing up in my house, my mom did whatever my dad wanted. And I used to cringe. So when I became woke, this thing that we are doing now, that we are woke, I was like, no, but that was wrong. That was wrong. Then one day she told me that it's not. And I appreciate your evolution. Because you people, we envy you now, like, oh my God, you guys can actually, you know, we didn't have that luxury. And she finds it fascinating, but she always says that I pray that you people don't miss the core of what marriage is.
Let's see.
Because submission is not disrespect to your person.
True.
It is how the structure of marriage is.
Yes.
Unless, of course, you don't want to be married. Don't indulge in something you don't believe in. Because if you don't believe in submission, you don't believe in marriage.
That's true.
And I'm like, what? Okay, but I like what you did though, because you're like, okay, baby, where you want me to jump how high?
100%.
You want me to sleep how low? And it was beautiful. They had a very beautiful relationship, honestly.
And your husband will kill for you.
I saw that.
Trust me.
But these people right now, them men right now, they will not kill for you. They will call over you.
Yeah, because you people are some way, you know.
I'll see you are some way.
People are some way. Now, when he say two. It's like your thought something to calm us down because we are pressured.
You see, here you are and to see your
Not at all.
They are mad for their now being a mother, it's higher than formally. Now you see, I'm taking a lot on me. I'm of the children, and ask how high it would work. That is stress, life duty, all that. Life is expected to be over with issues.
And me, I talk to my mom a lot. We talk about a lot of these things. And she always tells me that I think both ways there has to be understanding.
True. Yeah.
The man has to know the expectations of a woman, especially if she's a career woman. Yeah. If you know I'm an on-air personality and you know what it takes. Yesterday, a friend of mine was telling me that you people read everything. My dream, I allowed that anybody who has to date you has to realize that you're reading a lot of things, you're exposed to a lot of things, and you yourself as a person, you're pressured to understand all the things that because you're going on air, you have to speak with a lot of intelligence, right? So if it's understanding from both sides, that the man needs to know the pressure that is on the woman to be able to help her grow as a father. Part two, and then the woman has to understand that the man might not understand everything, but I'll go and play along as we were supposed to.
So you see,
choose perfect. Let's jump. This is how we are wrapping today's part one out. We're doing part two next week. Now, the big elephant in the room is disapproval from families. Some families don't allow it at all. Like, oh, what the way nipa neba yen worry nipa way.
This is very serious. It's without blessing of your family.
Wow.
If you opt out, just know that you no longer have their back. Understand? Find out. When you explain it, take it. It's like out that your partner is AS, and you still want to be, and that's it. I mean that you've brought to the family because it's families that marry the You come and family tell you that no, this one, read this, and all of that. Actions. They give says about it, and you don't go ahead with it. You don't change, and don't force it. If you force doors.
To them where they are coming from, and realize not anything. It's quite flimsy excuse. An uncle, this is what happened, and all that from different backgrounds. So we can have different experiences. So you need to, if you are in a high quality, or like people that you can talk to, get them to your point. Understand from perspective that this is what I see. But if it's much about the culture, is so bring the person along, is going to cause problems for your and your generation, because when you get the children don't come, what comes family? If I'm coming in and the children are not going to be welcomed, if I'm coming in and the children are going to be looked as a taboo, something that you need not to go. So adding issues that when I go this, I'll be facing and just rushing to marry. There are other things that needs to be with the lab before you go. So whenever you are faced with such challenges, get to know if it's flimsy, get people to advise them. But if you that is so strong-headed inside, because you get in and realize that I've just did a lot of the service. Why husband and the
you gave an example.
Let me chip in one thing. You see, there are people who are married to wrong partners, and because of that they can't have a child. Because they are married to wrong partners, they can't have children.
Yeah.
And they still went.
True.
When they break up, they have different partners.
Revelations will come on this topic, which is why we're going to move on. We have a part 2 of this. So we're seeing you next week. You're back here to have this conversation. I believe that this is also a very impactful conversation for young people out here. And I keep telling you, we're educated, we're growing, and we're growing together this year. So please join us again next week as we continue on this conversation. Counselors, thank you so much for joining us. How do we quickly?
Yes, you can connect with me on social. You can to it's
so media link. My number is 243 2887 84 243 288784. I'm open for counseling sessions and facilitating on mental health and family life issues.
Thank you so much. You all out here are blessed to have wonderful people come here on the show to educate us. Again, my name is Miriam Udwa Kamenta. We're moving on to some of the amazing things right here on the show. Be right back.
Medicine for you.
Are you playing? What type of playing?
Okay, this is called Nifilipine. Try and buy this medicine for her immediately. Okay. Doctor, you too. Continue. Don't worry, do understand. I'm off duty.
It is smoky, boo.
Okay, doctor.
So since you've misplaced your prescription, what are you doing?
Doc, I think I've forgotten the name, but I remember the handwriting.
Remember the handwriting?
Yes.
You mean what he wrote?
Yes, I remember.
So let me give you a paper and try something. So
Just play.
Okay, I know what you are writing.
Doctor, I'm not done writing it.
Yeah, that's nifedipine.
Are you fucking young, me, dog?
But unfortunately, I don't have that. So let me prescribe one other one for you. You get it from the next pharmacy.
I ain't doing that, nigga.
Are you fucking want to say yeah, me, look,
That's not what I'm doing, bro.
What be this? What be this? Jesus.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it. No.
Charlie, you know me, Charlie, but happy to see you. The thing we are told you, it be secret. It's between me and you. I beg, make anybody here. Oh, bro, why? I be kidding. Why they talk like that? Eh? It's the secret we did in high school. Because, you know. Damn. What, bro? Make late. I forgot work. You forget work? What work did they do? I dey go Hey, what's your pilot? You be pilot to the fly or something? Oh, no.
I'm a radio presenter.
Yeah! Radio presenter?
Yeah, I work with 3 radio stations. So I did 2 already. The left last one, I forgot finish.
Yeah! Bro, you see me, I tell you.
What's
this man in the first place? The thing we are telling you is between me and you.
We just pray.
Do they use your next generation to play?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing?
Yeah!
Good evening to lovely people that are just close.
What type of plane is this?
104.3 SDK.
Jesus!
This is playing.
Yeah, I have a big story for you. It's a very big secret.
What be this? What be this? Jesus!
So there's this friend of mine. His name starts with D. I'll tell you the full name, but let's play around D.
Okay!
Impregnated 1 twins. Their elder sister, their mother, and their brother's wife. Listeners, we have opened the call line. Call now. 030-00-55-678-92. Call now and let's talk.
Sometimes I wonder how they do it. I mean, I get creative sometimes, but when I watch some of these videos, my heart is like, oh my God. How does it feel to be God's favorite child, to be able to put together such incredible content from the very first video that we played to this very last one? I have enjoyed every bit of it. I have in the studio a very wonderful gift to the world. I was cracking up and I was like, oh my God, how do they do it? Again, you're welcome back to the show right here on MX24. It's Friday, so we're freestyling a little bit, and we have content creator. Before we get into the content creation, let's talk about Jibu a little bit. So with Jibu Water, staying refreshed has never been easier. Water provides clean, of course, it provides clean water for you and your loved ones. Join us as we celebrate this very great season with a lot of good stuff. Now, with Jibu Water, we say a better life for you. I have my guest already seated. He has confused me. He did one skit for we journalists, and I want to disclaimer. That's not how we are. The stories that we say on air They are not our friend stories.
No.
They are not stories of our friends. They are stories of actual other people. David Entertainer, he's a skit maker, or content creator.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning to everyone.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. By yourself?
Wait, who writes your scripts?
I do them myself.
Yourself?
Yeah, I script them, I direct them, and I edit them, yeah.
No way. But the pharmacy one.
The pharmacy one.
How accurate that story is.
Yeah, I scripted it myself.
No way. I thought that was really brilliant.
No, yeah,
no. The twist you added to it was just absolutely stunning.
Yeah. It's actually one of my favorites.
Yeah?
Though, yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. It was actually very hilarious.
Thank you.
But when did you decide that, listen, I am going to be a skit maker?
When the hunger came.
Oh.
Why?
Shit, a comedy. No, bread.
I'm being sincere. When hunger came, COVID said, "A come
yeah.
Good.
Kakra.
Yeah. So I'm actually a professional fitness coach, and I've been into the fitness industry for almost 10 years, and I decided to try something different this time around. That was 2019 when I decided to find my new self.
Yeah.
And that was skit making, because I love being out there.
Yeah.
I love to do stuff like that.
So since 2019, you started your skit making career. How's it been so far?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. Like looking up how we started from the scratch, and then by the grace of God, like it's booming. So it's actually progressive. Yeah.
This is a question I definitely would ask any young person, because it has to be something that is giving. Is it very lucrative to be a skit maker in Ghana?
You know, the society is yet to accept the fact that content creation is a new profession. Do you get it? And we have to accept it, because it's supposed to be there like that. Do you get it? But as a society, you know, we didn't grow up like that, so we are finding it difficult to accept the fact that it's a new profession. So who will be not catching and say, what do you do? So say, I'm a skit maker, I'm a content creator. Some people don't get it right. So it's a bit...
serious.
Yeah, I say, I go be my own son. Once my dress.
My drip.
My Juma na
what about office?
Yeah, so you feel me? My office. So people should accept it, but currently it's a bit difficult because society in Sheda is so much.
True.
Yeah, but we are hoping in the next 3-4 years, like staffs are coming up, which will help things move faster. Yeah.
I can agree that we're growing, because in recent times we've seen brands associate themselves to influencers, and that is skit makers. They buy into. Very recently, Issa Kodia had to employ Ben South to get him to promote his new song. We've also seen brands that when you go to brand awareness programs, you see most skit makers there. So I think we're getting there. But when you look at your contemporaries in Nigeria, how does that make you feel, looking at what they're doing with their space and the kind of exposure and financial exposure they have right now?
So much. Sometimes you feel like packing your stuffs and move to that place. Because I have my Nigeria friends, they'll be like, oh, David, you guys, the kind of work you guys are doing there, if you guys are here, like, so sometimes you feel like going there, but you can't be like them too. You just have to make sure you build yours and then enjoy yours. So we are looking forward to work on ours and make the society accept it that it's a new profession.
Yeah. Collaborations. I've seen you and SDG do one, but SDK. Sorry, what do I call him? SDG. SDK do one, but do you guys open up yourselves for collaborations? One, and is it financially connected? If you have to collaborate with someone, just like music, you know, videos and what have you. When you're collaborating with your fellow skit makers, do you have to pay something to get them to collaborate with you?
I haven't encountered that yet. I'm not sure some people are doing that, but with like my people, the skit makers in Ghana, I haven't had anyone telling me that, like me, but out of respect, you need to settle the person's transportation, make sure the person is okay, food, snacks, drinks on set, the person is fully okay. So that
ethically, I think you guys are very sound. Because I don't think a lot of industries respect that, and so I like that.
Yeah, you have to, because you need a person. You need a person. say when you're not in your face, so that when he also calls you, he also do something nice. Basically, we don't each other, but sometimes if you are shooting it, if I'm shooting an ad, and I know I need SDK in my content, he's to charge me, but I have it's an ad actually. But yes, very good. But say a normal random content there, sometimes could be background transformation, it's like a challenge for going. Yeah. But most of the times, this is what we do. When I have a skit, I have a content I want to shoot, and I say, oh, hello, what's up? I want to shoot a content tomorrow. Okay, do you also have a skit? Do you also have a storyline you want us to shoot? So, okay, I have something we can shoot together. So you come in on set, I'm also coming on set. It's more like we're washing at both hands. So this case, we are no one actually pays. No one is being care about anyone's
payment just because the content never paid.
What am I saying?
So in different industries, especially in the creative, we've had a lot of so musicians will be like, oh, we don't support each other. Actors will be like, oh, there's no investment and there's no support. When it comes to the skate makers and influencers corner, what are your challenges with each other and even with the industry at large?
Yeah, I'll say the industry. It has affected the whole industry, the whole entertainment.
Wow.
Not only the skit, not only the musical side, it has affected the whole entertainment industry. Even the actors, like Kumawood actors and the normal, everyone is suffering. It's there like that. As a Obia or pride, that's Ghanaians for you. You feel me? So sometimes it makes it difficult a bit to work with each other. Like industry, it's not flexible and lovely. Do you get it? It's everywhere. I don't mean like outside Ghana. I mean the industry. Every part of every sector. The movie, the music, the skit, everything. Yeah. So, but we are hoping, but sometimes to me feel it's shyness because Ghanaians they want to be at one side.
I don't want anybody to come in.
But you see, Nigerians are loud. They want to try new things. They want to meet new people all the time. They are just but what am I say? I say Ghana is very, very decent. You pay one same and who say we be paying one so but feel say
yeah.
Do you get it? Me like this, people actually pursue me from what they see in my videos. You feel me? They feel like I'm very, very loud. I'm very, very active. I'm not active like that. You see me somewhere, I'll just be there like this. You might actually feel some way to approach me because but I'm so but
Miss Ferry.
Yeah, so that's Ghanaians for you. So it's normal, and I think we have to come out. Yes, I was saying that's the right word I have to. I was saying among ourselves.
Yeah, so we get to know and even tap in each other's influence.
Exactly.
Wow. It's actually very interesting that you say that it's everywhere.
Yeah,
it's even affected even this very new, because we're calling you guys new media, new space. What do we do to move away from here? You've advised that we should do a lot more but new tourism minister, new authority bosses, some of which, by the way, use social media more and use it to upgrade themselves, and so we're expecting some sort of influence from there. What would you, if they put you in front of Beku Santana today for him to make decisions, national tourism authority, and all those agencies that make creatives give creative space, what are you going to tell them, and what are you looking at?
So I think one thing the Nigerians are actually, why do I keep mentioning Nigerians? I don't know why I keep mentioning Nigerians. Let me say, so one thing the Nigerians are actually benefiting is they have one umbrella, which I think we also have to work on that also, especially with the influencers across the country.
Yeah.
We have to be at least under one umbrella, because Nigerians are different state, but they are all under one umbrella. I say, everyone is moving to one particular place, but we don't have that here in Ghana. We don't have the system for the industry. So I think it's about time. I won't say the government. Some other person can also do that, because government in an area, a private person and our Wagada Muniana is taking in charge of making sure everybody's making money, making sure everybody's earning, making sure everybody's moving, making sure everybody's getting the fame, like, you feel me? So I think we have to get that also, not only the skit side, but in the music industry, because they're also lacking. Yeah, they're also lacking some sort of, how do I say, connection and nihosa.
They're detached.
Yeah, so I think we need that.
We need that.
So we need that, yeah. We need someone to just boost up things together.
One of these days, I'll go on set with you. I'll spend a day with you into your life to find out how to become a skit maker in Ghana. And that's
it's easy, you can do it.
My producer is going to arrange for that. So we spend a day with you, David the Entertainer. David Entertainer.
Yeah, David Entertainer. Yeah.
David Entertainer. How do we connect with you on social media?
All platforms, and David Entertainer on all platforms. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. So you just anywhere, just text me. I'll just say hi to them.
Do you have anything amazing coming up very soon?
I have a project coming up.
Okay.
I think my first stand-up comedy show. I haven't tried that before. I'm yet to.
You want to do stand-up comedy?
Yeah, I want to do stand-up.
I am thrilled.
Yeah.
When is this coming up?
I don't want to say it, so don't worry.
So we should follow you on social media.
Of course,
He wants to do a stand-up comedy. Yeah. Are you going to feature any other comedian, or it's just going to be just you? Stand-up comedy?
No, it's not going to be just me. I have other comedians passing through. Yeah, but I don't want to break it out here, so just...
The effrontery to come and sit here and give us half information.
So you don't have to miss up. It's going to be entertaining, something different from what we've been seeing. Yeah, right. Something different from what we've seen.
I love that for you. Wish you all the very best. David Entertainer on all social media platforms, I believe. Yeah, exactly. Connect with him. If we want to also hire you as an influencer for stuff, we can just go and slide into your DM.
I'll respond to every message.
Love that. That's where the business. That's his office, where he wears his entire experience. That's on social media. David Entertainer, thank you so much for coming. I had a great time. Like I said, I'm going to spend a day with him. It will be coming out very soon. So what? I don't remember. This morning, I am beautifully clothed by Cola Perry. Thank you so much, buddy, for giving me this beautiful shirt. Now, to every other person that joined us on this show, thank you for being a part of the show. It's been a wonderful week. We've had a great time talking politics, entertainment, and everything in between. My name is Miriam Uduak Mensah. Join us on all social media platforms. It's MX24GH on all social media platforms. A big thank you to all the guests that came through this week. We appreciate you. And to my team here, thank you so much. Jeff and Cole, Momsen, who's in the studio with me this morning, supporting me from the left side or the right side, wherever. Now to Klaus, everybody else, we've had a great week. Let's see you again next week with another banger of a show for next week. See you again next week. Have a good weekend.